Believing in one's own perfection is the mark of a fool. To argue without listening is the fool's way. Anyone who refuses to learn is stuck in foolishness. Quick decisions are often the choices of fools. Seeking validation from others is the fool's quest. Judging others harshly often reveals the fool within. A fool's confidence is often misplaced. Neglecting the past lessons is the fool's habit. Only a fool brags about what he does not understand. Ignoring advice is the first step toward foolishness. A fool's anger erupts quickly. Dismissing new ideas shows a fool's true nature. Arguing for the sake of winning is the fool's goal. A fool takes pride in his ignorance. Fools confuse noise with strength. Overconfidence is the shield of a fool. A fool speaks more than he listens. Underestimating others is a fool's mistake. A fool's happiness is often shallow. To reject growth is to embrace foolishness. A fool's impatience reveals his weakness. Criticizing without understanding is the fool's game. The fool chases after what cannot be kept. Boasting about the future is the fool's pastime. A fool sees only what he wants to see. Shouting louder does not make the fool right. A fool's desires lead him astray. Ignoring the truth is the fool's comfort. A fool finds pleasure in others' pain. Blindly following others is the fool's path. A fool's laughter often hides his sorrow. Choosing pride over peace is the fool's decision. Fools fear change more than stagnation. Assuming knowledge without proof is a fool's error. A fool underestimates the value of silence. Seeking praise from the unwise is the fool's aim. A fool's dreams are often unrealistic. Confusing arrogance with confidence is the fool's trap. A fool takes offense where none is given. The fool's ego demands constant feeding. Ignoring the consequences is the fool's way. A fool trusts without reason. Chasing approval is the fool's endless race. A fool's pride leads him to ruin. Seeing only flaws in others is the fool's vision. A fool assumes his path is the only one. Overlooking small mistakes is the fool's habit. A fool blames others for his failures. Trusting blindly is the fool's choice. A fool underestimates the power of patience. Judging too quickly is the fool's misstep. Fools believe they are beyond error. To be led by emotions is the fool's downfall. A fool's arrogance prevents him from learning. Seeking revenge is the fool's priority. A fool dismisses what he cannot grasp. Taking shortcuts is the fool's strategy. A fool's success is often short-lived. Ignoring advice leads the fool into darkness. A fool's fear of failure keeps him stagnant. Confusing loudness with leadership is the fool's mistake. A fool refuses to adapt to new realities. Judging by appearances is the fool's error. A fool's stubbornness blinds him. Rejecting wisdom is the fool's choice. A fool overlooks the importance of timing. Assuming superiority is the fool's folly. A fool's certainty often masks doubt. Seeing the world in black and white is the fool's perspective. A fool clings to outdated beliefs. Trusting untested ideas is the fool's gamble. A fool rushes into decisions without thought. Ignoring the needs of others is the fool's selfishness. A fool's focus on himself alienates others. Seeking power without responsibility is the fool's ambition. A fool's actions are driven by insecurity. Avoiding difficult truths is the fool's escape. A fool's fear of change keeps him in the past. Overestimating oneself is the fool's delusion. A fool dismisses others' perspectives. Chasing perfection is the fool's endless pursuit. Refusing to forgive is the fool's burden. Seeing conflict as a solution is the fool's mindset. A fool's anger controls his actions. Ignoring the bigger picture is the fool's downfall. A fool's envy consumes him. Resisting change is the fool's downfall. Believing in one's infallibility is the fool's error. Focusing on the past is the fool's distraction. A fool's pursuit of power leads to his undoing. Rejecting empathy is the fool's cruelty. A fool's fear of the unknown holds him back.